Alright guys, welcome to my group predictions for Call of Duty Champs. So what I've got in front of me is actually all the groups and then the players that's in the teams. There are a lot of teams that I don't recognise here, so I hope my predictions are right, and I hope I am correct with most of them. Yeah, like I said, I don't know much about some of the teams here. So in Group A you've got Strictly Business, Vitality Returns, Team Rise, and Sublime. So Rise is a South African team. Vitality Returns, we all know who they are. Agni Azox and all them. Sublime, who's Sublime? Sublime is an Italian team. Kalaga, Power, Lukeman, and Remixia. Remixia? I don't know. Strictly Business, we all know who they are. So first, I'm going to say Strictly Business is going to come first in this group, and then Vitality Returns is going to come second. Group B, we've got Complexity, All Stars, Vex Revenge, and Team ORBU. This is quite a tough group for me to give my prediction on because All Stars is the former Farico All Stars. I don't know how you pronounce Frico because I've heard some people say Farico and then I've heard some people say Frico. I'm just gonna go with Frico, sounds better. Yeah, Frico All Stars. They had Torres, Black Bissell, and someone else. Obviously Torres, he's the most earned Dutch player. Yeah, there you go. The best Dutch player. And then we all know who Black and Bissell is. Black Bissell used to play for Infused, I think, back in like what, Black Ops 2. So yeah. What was I just talking about? Yeah, All Stars. And then Orbit is obviously Jacko, Lewis, Bounce, and Endura. These are sort of the new Orbit. The old Orbit got dropped because I was talking shit on Twitter, I believe. So they all got dropped. The Orbit organization picked up 4 new players. And then some people say Endura is one of the best S&D players in Europe. Which if he is, then that's gonna make a big impact on how they place. If Endura can really play well, then in S&D, S&D wins tournaments. S&D is a big part of winning. So I'm going to go ahead and say Complexity, and I'm going to say Orbit, just because of the Orbit. They have so much to prove, because, they got picked up as in the Orbit, so they're going to feel like they got so much to prove. So I think they're going to come out on top, or, second place in the Group B. Team C, Team Caliber, Lightning Pandas, Wild Gaming, and then Rain Mix. All I know about Wild Gaming is they're Canadian and Rain Mix they're EU. I know who Team Caliber is, and I know Shane plays for Lightning Pandas. Who else plays? Necrom, Random, and Ramba play for Lightning Pandas. But I'm going to go ahead and say Team Caliber, then I'm going to say Lightning Pandas, just because Shane is a great player. I believe he used to play for Epsilon. So I will believe that he'll come second. Some people say Lightning Pandas, going into it, probably not thinking they're going to get far without a Lightning Pandas name. But I think if Shane does really good, I think they can get out of that group at least. And probably maybe do some damage in the later groups, I don't know. So yeah, Team Caliber, then Lightning Pandas. Group D, we've got FaZe, SK, Trident, and Aztec. FaZe first. And then I have no idea about the other 3. I'm going to go ahead and say SK Gaming, just for a guess. And then Group E, we've got Envious, Tech, Intensity, Immunity, and then Clarity. I think this is an obvious one. Envious first, and then Tech second. In Tech, you've got Melo, Wonder, Realize, and Robs. They're a British team. And we all know who Envious is. If you don't know who Envious is, then you're not familiar with the competitive scene. Honestly. Then Group F, you have Rise Nation, which consists of Pac-Man, Wheats, Looney, and Fears. Really experienced players. They played a lot of Black Ops 2. They're all great players. They did pretty good in the qualifiers as well, obviously, to get here. I think they placed like joint 7th and 8th, so just with Optic. Vitality Rises, which consists of Blue, Gataga, Broken, and Carnage. They're a sick team. I personally love Vitality Rises. They're a great team, and I definitely think they'll get out of this group. So I'm going to go ahead and say Vitality Rises, then Rise Nation. I cannot see Vitality Rises losing to anyone in Group F, to be honest. In Group C, we've got Optic Gaming, Epsilon, SSOF, and then NSP. So I think a lot of people would go with Optic Gaming to come first, but I really disagree. I really think Epsilon is going to beat Optic Gaming, and I think it's going to be, you know, if it's a best of 3, I really think Epsilon's going to beat them 3-0. That's what I believe. I don't think Optic Gaming are on the sort of same level team-wise, not skill-wise, obviously. Same level team-wise as Epsilon Gaming. And I do not know who SSOF is or NSP. Then Group H, you've got Xfinity, TCM, and Killerfish. Xfinity consists of Doubt, Murdog, Sin, Krausler. Then Killerfish is Black, Theros, Yacon, and Hasbroken. I've watched Killerfish play a lot in the EU qualifiers back in Gfinity, the one that happened like 2-3 weeks ago now. And Hasbroken is a great player. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if he's an SMG or AR, but I'm trying to remember what scrims I watched. But I watched them play Freight Domination anyway, and I remember Hasbroken going off, proving a lot of points. So, in the Group H, I'm going to put TCM first. I doubt TCM will lose to anyone in Group H. I believe TCM will go the far distance and actually come second in this whole thing, if not win it. TCM, and then I'm going to say Killerfish, because I believe Killerfish has got a lot to prove as well. I don't know if this is the new roster. I think it is a bit different to the Black Ops 2 roster. But, like I said, I watched Killerfish play quite a few times now, and Hasbroken and Black are really good players. And if they can turn up, then I think they're going out of that group. So my top final 3 predictions is going to be Complexity for first. I cannot see them losing to anyone. Yeah, obviously strictly business, just beat them. And if you say like they dethroned Complexity, I don't think that's true. Just because Complexity had nothing to play for really. It was just a seed. I think if there's no money on the line, I think it's really hard for Complexity to really turn up and show their true colours in CoD. So this time it's going to be $400,000 on the line, and I can't see Complexity losing to anyone in CoD Champs, if I'm really honest. The only team I could see beating them, honestly, is TCM. But for TCM to beat them, Complexity would have to do a few mistakes, do some really simple mistakes, and then TCM would take advantage of that. Yeah, so Complexity first, TCM second, and I'm going to say Strictly Business third, because even though they beat Complexity, they still dominate everyone anyway in the qualifiers. So yeah, that's my predictions for you right there. If you agree, comment. If you disagree, comment again. Give me your predictions as well, man. I'd be interested in seeing who you think's gonna win. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. See ya.